Here's the short version of the Odyssey, books 1 through 24, read aloud by Mrs. Boyson. And some of the names I may not say totally correct, but we'll go with it. Okay, so the background. In the 10th year of the Trojan War, the Greeks tricked the enemy into bringing a colossal wooden horse within the walls of Troy. The Trojans had no idea that Greek soldiers were hidden inside under the command of Odysseus. That night they emerged and opened the city gates to the Greek army. Troy was destroyed. Now it was time for Odysseus and the other Greeks to return to their kingdoms across the sea. Here begins the tale of the Odyssey as sung by the blind minstrel Homer. Book 1. O goddess of inspiration, help me sing of wily Odysseus, that master of schemes. So Homer begins his epic, though the hero himself is still off stage. We are treated to a glimpse of life among the supreme gods on Mount Olympus. Urged on by Athena, the goddess of war, they decide that Odysseus has been marooned too long on the island of the nymph Calypso. Book 2. Meanwhile, the mansion of Odysseus is infested with suitors for the hand of his wife Penelope. Everyone assumes Odysseus is dead. His son Telemachus calls an assembly to ask for help, and Zeus sends an omen of the suitors' doom. Two eagles swoop down, tearing throats and necks with their talons. Afterwards, Telemachus sets sail for the mainland to seek news of his father. Book 3. Telemachus consults King Nestor, who led a contingent in the Trojan War when he was in his 90s. Nestor tells what he knows of the Greeks' return from Troy. It started out badly because of Athena's anger. Half the army, your father included, stayed behind at Troy to try to appease her. The rest of us made it home safely, all except Menelaus, who was blown off course to Egypt, where he remained for 7 years. Seek advice from Menelaus. I'll lend you a chariot to travel to his kingdom. Book 4. Menelaus tells what he learned of Odysseus while stranded in Egypt after the war. He was advised by a goddess to disguise himself and 3 members of his crew in seal pelts, and then pounce on the old man of the sea, if they could hold him down while he transformed himself into various animals and shapes. He would send them on their homeward way and give news of their companions. Menelaus did as instructed and was informed that Odysseus was presently being held against his will by the nymph Calypso.